I have no regrets, Saraki tells Buhari as 8th National Assembly ends today. Viewers, you're welcome to another edition of Bystanders at Newsstands on Flip TV. Michael Adekunle is my name, and I'll be taking you on today's newspaper review. Let's check out what we have on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Senate Presidency, it's now Lawan versus Ndume. Senate Presidency is now Lawan versus Ndume as Goje steps down after meeting with Buhari. Deputy Senate President for Southeast, not negotiable, says Kalu. 60 more reps elect adopt Gbajabiamila. 60 more reps elect adopt Gbajabiamila. National Assembly clerk confirms next Tuesday as inauguration of 9th National Assembly. Next Tuesday is the inauguration of the 9th National Assembly. On banditry, Zamfara again. Zamfara government suspends Emir district head. Zamfara government suspends Emir district head. Knox, kudos as senators recount 4-year stewardship. Beat Saraki, Akpabio, Sani, 63 others farewell. 8th National Assembly, most persecuted, harassed, says Dogara. You can see the picture of the outgoing Senate President Bukola Saraki at the valedictory session on Thursday. That was yesterday. Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Yakubu Dogara, being led to the Green Chamber for the valedictory session also on Thursday. And let's move to other stories we have on the front page of Nigerian Tribune. Protests as NBC shuts AIT Power, suspends license. Ganduje queries Emir Sanusi over financial misappropriation. APC State Chairman pass vote of confidence on Oshiomhole. No land for cattle ranching in Igbo land. Ohaneze insists. Okay, let's check if we have another story here. Federal government revokes Pan Ocean 5 other oil licenses. Federal government revokes Pan Ocean 5 other oil licenses. These are the stories we have on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Let's join our reviewers for more analysis. I'll be right back. Today's
Ndume is a featherweight. Leave me for Lawan.
But he has so much support from the PDP.
The PDP, the few we hear from, they are for Lawan.
They are for Lawan.
Yeah. So from the situation now, what PDP can say they need, or for compensation, maybe probably committee head or chairman or deputy. But yes, and the chance is still slim anyway. But Lawan for the presidency, as far as Senate, yes, that's concerned, yes, no.
Now, do you think this man is competent?
Why not? Are you just hearing Lawan today? In the 15th, after 2015 election, it was Lawan. Before it, Saraki and his gang hijacked it. So we are still talking about the same Lawan. So if it's not relevant, we will not be talking about him today.
Now, how do you see his performance?
When we cannot talk about performance now, we can even measure his contribution.
That's what I'm saying, based on his antecedent.
Yes, you can see the way he he behaved maturely. Even when they snatch it from him, he still support the leader. He didn't say, did you hear that they suspended him? The way Ndume was suspended, or other people in the house. They still play along. That's a mature person. Saraki cannot tell you anything negative about Lawan that they miss it. The same thing by Gbajabiamila too. Despite it was, they manipulated. He still support the incumbent. So that's majority. They are of age, and I can bet it you will see the difference between the 80th Assembly and the 90th Assembly. You will see the difference. You will see how everything will play out.
Is it because the leader is coming from the platform of APC, or what?
That may be one of the reasons. Azaraki is emergence. It was part of APC. It was towards the election at the camp now. So if you are saying because the APC, no, I've not said that, but it will be part of the equation as well. So, but what I'm telling you is, if your house is in order, every other thing will just naturally it will fall into places. That is what I believe.
We should expect good from the Ninth Assembly and the administration of Buhari this time around.
By the grace of God.
It's going to be better, right?
For sure.
Okay. Nigerians expect good governance from the Ninth Assembly and also the president himself, Muhammadu Buhari, second time. Remember, next level. Sir, what do you have to say about what Daddy has said?
Very good.
Okay.
I support my colleagues.
Support?
Yeah.
You're an Igbo. You're an Igbo.
I'm an Igbo.
Ndume is an Igbo too.
Forget about I'm a Nigerian. Forget about Igbo. Put Igbo aside. I'm a Nigerian. So, where my colleagues said, I'm supporting it. So, no, let's take it like that. They are in Nigeria. We need somebody who will present Nigeria and govern Nigeria very well. That's all. Yeah.
But what of the 8th National Assembly? Did they perform well? Did they?
Well, they perform well, but there's Gangaru. When I said Gangaru, there are some people who are taking this Nigeria as their own personal use. But now we need a Nigerian. We need a Nigerian, and we want a Nigerian.
Did the games played out in the 8th National Assembly really affected the performance of the office of the president?
Yes, now we have so many examples at the domain of people of the masses, which I know. The way the budget have been delayed, the way the budget have been padded for a particular project. You can see how Fashola cried out, especially concerning Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. That this is the plan as a minister for works, and this is how the house changed they change it. They target this way, but all the money made for that project, they diverted to maybe borehole and what have you, all of something, and that's why that project
It's been delayed.
is still at this stage. By now, that is a very good example we have. And one other example is when they are talking of this rail, people say start from here, start from that place. If you start from east, we can go to west. If we start from west, we can move to east. If we start from north, we can still come to south. But then you must start from here. That all these things distract the foreigners. And end of the day, you can see the whole thing went into limbo. So what I'm saying is this. Look at what happened this time around. By this time, when we are referring to 2015, after 2015 election, we have already have the Senate president and the speaker of the house, because they came in through a back door. People will say they form a quorum, while some of their members are still at the inauguration of the president. Some are in the house and they form a quorum. You can see what we're talking. The language is they form a quorum. But nobody ever actually said how many of these members are in that house at the time they claim they form a quorum. So that one is a bygone. But if you look at what we are talking about today, before the emergence of the leadership, we had word-like consultation. We had as if people were canvassed, they consult people, people criticize them, people brought out this man have this background, have that background, and they have to clear themselves, even if it is on the pages of newspaper. But what I'm saying is, I saw Gbajame Villa travel to Rivers to go and see PDP governor to seek their support. That's what we're talking about. Election has gone. We want to work together, irrespective of the party affiliation you belong to. Yes. So it's about Nigeria we are talking about. And you see what Wike said when they visited him. Say, yes, that's how it should be. When you are saying it's only APC affair, or it's only APGA affair, or it's only PDP affair. No. Those are the rubbish, the package for us. That is Saraki and Togara. Those are the rubbish, the package for us. We don't want that type now. You understand? And mind you, and because they package that rubbish, at the end of their tenure, you can see the scorecard. When the President Buhari said they are not patriotic, I don't think that is a good recommendation for. Yes, it's not a good recommendation. That at the end of your tenure, what you get is you are not a patriotic Nigeria. That's a bad one. We have so many Senate presidents in the past. So I think it's an opportunity for them again and for others to learn from that mistake of Saraki. And you see where the whole thing ended, naturally. You see, it's popular, and people are pushing you, go, nobody like you. Saraki in the primary at Port Harcourt, he got number 4. If it is that important as they want us to believe, Atiku floored him. This man from Sokoto, that governor, Tamboa floored him. This man from Kano, Konkoso, floored him. How come? And he was the sitting slave president. That's from there you know that something is wrong somewhere. And when the general election came, to God be the glory, he lost everything, even as a Senate president. So that will tell you, even his people, they are tired of him. So we thank God that naturally he left peacefully and let him go. Probably, you know, as a politician, he can still find his way back through one way or the other, begging or lobbying, whichever name they call it. But others will have learned from his mistake. He made a mistake. I know within him, he will be regretting too.
What he said he's not regretting?
Yes, so.
He said he's not regretting?
That's what he will tell you. He's not regretting, okay. As we speak today, where is Saraki? Is Saraki in Abuja or in Lagos? Let's ask ourselves. Or is in Lawan? Let's ask ourselves if he's not regretting. So he's regretting. Will he tell you that he's regretting? He has lost all politically. Saraki has been castrated now as we speak.
Castrated?
Yes, that is what I can say. He has been castrated now politically. Okay. So maybe if he should toe the line and humble himself, maybe he can get it back.
Well, he did a good job when he was running for the past 4 years. And after that 4 years, started changing because of his enthusiastic to become the next president. So he was doing a lot of stuff as of then. But when that vision came to him, he was not trying to do some awkward things, you know, to offend the president. And when I say that paddling of the constitution of the budget, then I think he was the one that messed everything up. So I think, as in what he did to Nigeria is kind of so awkward in my own opinion. So for this APC, in fact, the whole of APC alone, they are all scammers. To me, either APC or PDP, they are all scammers to me. Even those in me of a man, though as me, I know the man, but not personally. I know the man right from time when he started as in politics. And the man, like say, as in, he's a patriotic Nigerian. But once they get to that seat, they will change their mindset. So I just hope that probably he might be the one they might vote for as the 9th person there. So if he goes there, he might change his mentality. So I can't say for now. But my own is that the whole thing is just scam. As a whole, they are just doing what benefit them, not what benefits the masses. So even the government itself, we have different problems in Nigeria, but the fact is that nobody cares, and you can see them now as arguing that Nigeria has no government, but we have government government, but the government are not working now. So Lakina has now traveled. Who knows when we come back? Who knows how much he travel with? Most of them, they said they want to travel for medical stuff. Then they put millions of money inside the plane, and they travel as in with that money laundering. And nobody will notice that. Even the president himself, I don't know if he's doing such, but nobody knows. But with the youth, we are just trying our best to make sure that we survive. You can see that so many graduates are in the country, but there is no job. But someone will just take money and just squander it. So even Saraki, all of them, they are all scam. So
what are the expectations from the new Ninth National Assembly?
The new and Ninth Assembly, is for them to just to check, because there are some constitutions that are not working. They're just there. In fact, so many of them. In fact, almost 80% of the constitution, they are not functioning. Streets, everything is just there. So if they can go through the 1999 constitution and check the ones that have not been yet implemented and try their best to sit as a house and amend some that needs as an amendment. Number one, I would say is that they should try their best to make sure that we have state policing. This federal government policing is not helping the matter. What's the meaning of Nigerian Police Command? If they can work on that one and force the president to start, every state should have its own police, like Los Angeles Police as department. Because they can have Lagos State Police as the department. We can start from there, and each police should have as in one painting. Police have different personnel with different uniform, and all these things. If someone can just sew uniform and start and say he's a policeman without any badge or any ID card. So some of these things start within. If they can start all these things and amend some stuff that needs amendment, I think Nigeria can grow. And the way they give as a contract to companies as well, they should look into the federal government giving as a contract of roads. So if they award contract, they should go and make sure that they set the body to supervise that contract, or else the money will be siphoned into another company, and that is so. I expect that they should try their best to amend some constitution and to also improve in the implementation of those constitutions that they are already implemented. So I think they will do their best. But I believe that ABC has a long way to go. Make sure that everything stay intact, and they should try their best also to make sure that they themselves are sane too. Because if they are doing something else and are saying something else, then they are all scammers.
If I may ask, Ndume, which party is it from? And Lawan, which party are they from?
APC.
Both of them. Well, there's going to be a confusion in the Senate. And the election, is it the old National Assembly?
109. The 109 will vote.
Yes, the 109 vote. I'm so sure that is it Lawan or Ndume could have gone to PDP for support, because a man who does not understand the opponent should be ready that the other opponent is going to meet somebody that had the mouth more than the house that just coming in for the first time. But nevertheless, which is one on the body, PDP is an opponent. ABC, they are the ruling party. You want to get power from them, but don't forget one thing. You may be in power in presidency, does not mean you are in power in the Senate. Even though you want to claim that you want to be a Senate president, but don't forget what happened to ABC. This Mr. Saraki have to go under. So that is just it. No matter what it is, whether true or not true, a man must look for something under additional power to add into his own capacity. So it might be underground, but with time, he will evaluate and expose the one that added. I underneath.
Both of them have been lobbying, meeting some members in PDP, telling them to support them, begging and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, I know one person will emerge the winner of the Senate. Right? Yes,
even though they emerge, don't forget there will be a problem in the Senate. Most importantly, in the National Assembly. Even the Speaker issue, there will be a challenge a lot. There's going to be a lot of challenges. is normal, but this one is abnormal in this era. Because if you look at the presidency in this election, it's going to look at the presidential election. It's the same thing, even though it's different or they are totally different of it all. But nevertheless, don't forget the statement of PDP. They will come in the lead, even in the dying minutes. They will show up.
Now, let me ask you this question. Did the move of Saraki from APC to PDP really affect the president from performance?
It didn't affect the president. It's the president that needs to checkmate himself and the executive. Even though Saraki is delaying it, there are majority of the part of it all that even denied it by Mr. President. They said that everything falls and rises on leadership. No matter who is the Senate president, it's falling on to the Mr. President. Forgetting all about the electoral law, why did he not sign it before the election comes in? He knows that it will favor him. It will engage him rather. So that's what I'm talking about.
So what are your expectations from the 9th National Assembly? They are coming in, whether we like it or not.
I know they are first time comer. We know them in the Church of God. No, we have some second, third, fourth, fifth, comma. But nevertheless, we have majority of them who are first time comer. We need to appreciate them. And the new ones that are coming up. But don't forget, PDP is coming at the dying minute.
From there, what do you expect the leadership of the Senate to do for Nigerians?
Well, like the 8th National Assembly, we saw intrigues. All what happened. Okay. There was a battle between the executives and the legislature. And from what we knew about democracy, in a civilized world, the National Assembly is supposed to be an independent body. But what we witnessed at the 8th Assembly, it was a war.
It was a war.
War between the executive and the National Assembly. But what we expect for this 9th Assembly, we want sanity.
Sanity.
And we want transparency. And we want honesty and accountability. If by His grace that the President makes any mistake, it shouldn't be a matter of the world to discuss. They should go in a house and discuss and tell him this is not how we see it. And then for he, as the President, if he sees what the majority, because the people at the National Assembly are voted by Nigerians, and we believe that they are representing the constituency that made up this country. And whatever they said, President should listen. Though they said majority will always have their way, the minority will have their say. So that is my take.
Saraki, in his own time, his performance, or let me say his cooperation with the PDP in the House, affect the performance of the President?
Well, to me, as an opposition, I mean, he was a member of APC, and later he decamped to PDP and contested and failed. What I'm suggesting is, or what I view about his leadership, he tried his best. He tried his best because then he was working for Nigerians, not for APC, not for PDP, not for the presidency, but for Nigerians. So I think I give him some kudos.
Yeah. He tried?
Yes.
All right. But he said he has no regrets.
Well, if he said he has no regret, that is left for him. But from my own view, I believe because to fight executive in an African country, and more especially, the man there was a former military leader. And there is no leadership without element of dictatorship, be in a civilized country or be in an African country. But
you have to do it with diplomacy, so that people will not see you as a dictator.
So the 8th National Assembly is gone. It was led by Bukola Saraki. We are expecting the new National Assembly. And what do we have here? It's now Lawan and Ndume. Lawan versus Ndume. Who do you think will take the lead at the end of the day? Who will come victorious at the end of the day?
See, let me tell you, my brother, let's call a spade a spade. I have not read about the two men. I want to make a small research so that if I'm giving you answer, I go straight forward and hit the point. You understand? I don't know much about two of them, Lawan or Ndume.
Both of them are on the platform of APC. And what do you expect from the APC this time around?
APC, in their own way of doing things, have never been straightforward. Personally, I want to know more about Lawan or Ndume before I can comment on that.
Okay. If now you don't know more about them, what are your expectations?
Their capacity in doing things, that's what I mean. Not knowing them as a person.
Okay. But what are, in generality, what are you expecting from the night?
Most of these people, they have their integrity. The way they do things without fear of favor. That's what I want to read about before I want to make comment or say anything about each of them.
Okay, well, how did you see the last National Assembly led by Bukola Saraki? The last one, the 8th one.
Well,
they do well?
He tried. As a Nigerian, the extent we always expect ourselves. He tried. What we need in this country, moving forward, somebody who can take us forward, irrespective of where you come from.
Where you come from?
Yes.
Just like what you're saying about Obasanjo, right?
So irrespective of where you come from. Just like the way they are arguing at there. I say, are you arguing for something that will take us forward? Or are you talking about tribalism? Most often, I grant interviews from the journalist. If I see that you are just talking about, I'm an Igbo man, therefore I will support whatever Igbo man did, I'll just go my way. But there are some group of arguments I know that is very educative. I'll come closer so that I can pick one thing or the other.
Okay, now, what are your expectations this time around? Since the 8th National Assembly is gone, what advice would you give the 9th National Assembly as they are setting in?
See, when you are voting somebody in or allowing somebody to say, this one, the cap fits you, you must have known later about the person's integrity. You understand? So that's what I told you. I cannot comment on these two because I have not known anything about them.
And this is where we wrap it up on today's edition of your #1 newspaper review by standards at newsstands. Always showing on Flip TV. Do join us next time as we bring you very interesting topic at the newsstand. Michael Adekunle is my name. At the back of the camera, always keeping it real. Latif Adeboale, kudos to you, respect to you, Latif. Also in the studio, the very intelligent, brilliant editor, Michael Ojo. Have a nice day, viewers. Bye.